twin brother of his. Watersford in the ruck for Edithvale-Aspendale. Coming in the ruck, it is Stephen, and they run into each other. No one knows where the footy is. Loose ball in the middle of the ground. Lobo tried to get it out. He was unable to. Boss goes in hard for Rosebud. Number of players pile on in. The umpire says, give it to me. We'll throw it up. Tom Baker are late out. His partner's having a baby. We wish them all the best. And young Josh Fisher comes in for Rosebud. It's going to be a free kick. Which way is it going? And I think it'll go the way of Rosebud. Chris Baker thought it might have been a chance for advantage. Cumming gets the hand pass out. Kick on the left by Huswaite. Wobbly kick inside 50. Almost a good mark. Is it paid to Nance Cowan? But in the second game it is. John Nance Cowan, who's come back from a trip around Australia with his partner. His favourite place was Ely Beach. Second game back today. And looking to end the season on a good note to try and get his team to stay up in First Division. So a chance for a shot at goal inside the first 45 seconds, and he misses to the left-hand side, through from behind.
No, they're on reason.
No, there's not.
A little bit maybe. That's it. Goal, maybe.
And that's on the Jeffrey forward scoreboard, our major sponsor, Harvey Norman. Thanks to over Chris Holcomb and the team. And it'll be kicked back into play.
Man on there, no zone.
Yeah. Quiet. Shoots to the outside of the ground. Hurry kick. No one can take the mark. Coming at the back. It's been good early. Hand pass comes out. Rosebud going defensively though. Good pressure by Edithvale-Aspendale. Meehan a fair way up the ground. It's picked up now on the outside by Francis. Handballs to Meehan. He's got an open goal. He's kicked 31 this year, Michael. Couldn't make it 32. He misses to the right-hand side.
Nice transition there.
It was beautiful around that outside of the ground, and it's one behind a piece. Got caught up the ground a bit in Rosebud. Play on quickly. Con kicks close to Baker. Hard on the boundary. He kicks now in the direction. Who couldn't take the footy cleanly with Glassborough of Rosebud. Con picks it up again, skids it along the turf. Intercepted though by Carlin, the co-captain of Edithvale-Aspendale, back inside 50. No mark taken. Balls at the drop. Leah made a good stretch of trying to take the mark and keep it inside, attacking 50. At the Rosebud end of the ground, and it'll be thrown up again. He's had a terrific year, man. He's been a really good target for Edithvale-Aspendale. Niels, it's thrown up again.
Big Cummings start as well first.
40 from goal, he's been good. He brings it down to Nance Cowan. Had the kick run down by Rosebud. Back inside, Edithvale-Aspendale's attacking 50. Trying to get hold of the footy is Zach O'Neill. He'll play as a tallest forward or defender. The 21 is required by coach. Attacking 50.
Good pressure, final-like start.
On Gianpolo. Cumming wins it down. Steve Cumming gets the hand pass out. Steve Mannix is there. Player taken high. Which way? It'll go the way of Edithvale-Aspendale. And they'll have a shot at goal. Right half forward. This is their first goal on an angle of about 20 to 25 degrees. 45 metres out. His kick is pretty good off the boost. That's a great start by the Eagles. They went inside 50. They've kicked a terrific goal. Naturally, it was Kyle York who's kicked the goal. And he's been one of their best players this year. He's been outstanding on the wing. Number 23 kicks a terrific goal. He's got that free kick. And they'd be happy with that start. Neil?
Free kicks inside the arc, they just kick it out.
They do.
Yeah, they've got a good finish, yet to finish it. The ruckman wanted some good. Really hard to go, but the other ruckman didn't go with him, so he kind of been let off the hook there. Drop short.
In fact, it was Zach O'Neill who kicked the goal, so I was right the first time. Back yourself, Daniel. Cumming wins it down in the middle of the ground. No one can get the footy. Nanya tries to, is taken in the tackle. The umpire says holding the ball. He had it for a long time, even though he got the hand pass out. And it will be a free kick, and it'll go the way of Rosebud. In the middle of the ground, Robert Boss drives it inside 50, looking for Matt Cumming to take the mark. He collapses the pack. Hugo Park on the long sleeves, overruns it for Edithvale-Aspendale. Good hand pass on the outside. Nance Cowan taken by McKenna, kicks long to the goal square. Almost a good mark taken by Kuipers, who's playing deep. Snap at goal. Back towards the teeth of goal, fisted down by Clark. Taken at the drop by Lopo. Lopo drives Edithvale-Aspendale out to the outer side of the ground, and a good mark taken by Soliames, who struggled a bit this year, played a few games with Williamstown in the VFL. Soliames kicks his team down the line, no one can take the mark, trying to burst it forward is Durbridge at half forward, lost control of it, cannons into an opponent, also going in hard, Martello holds Giampolo up. Between wing and half forward for Edithvale-Aspendale, they were 1-1-7 to 1 behind.
Edithvale played down here at the top of their defensive goal square. The two Rosebud boys got on each other's way, both standing in the same spot.
It's not good, so they'll have to stop play. Campbell-Ack getting ready to come on, Chris Baker coming off to be replaced by the man they call Yogi Logan. Bunov. No. We'll find out.
I didn't notice it.
No, I didn't either.
The two Rosebud forwards got each other's way. One of them should have done it. Might have been a friendly.
It's just the way the game is, isn't it? Unfortunately. And I don't mean that flippantly, and I wish the young fellow and his family all the best. It's terrible when you suffer concussion. You don't know what the long-term effects are, and you're finding out more and more that the long-term effects are not great.
You can't not be brave.
No, you can't.
There's no way.
No, there's not. Gone are the days when wonderful players, the other players, the Dougie Hawkins, the Wayne Childers. I'm not saying that they weren't tough players, but they could play that role out on the wing, couldn't they? And have the inside players deliver it to them. It's just a much different game nowadays. You don't play in your positions like you used to. If it's your turn to go, no matter what sort of player you are, you go.
The athletes are so even these days, aren't they? They're all athletic. Whether you're 6'4" or 5'4", they're all done like themselves. So it's just a running long distance running. If you're tall, it's a bonus. He's up at least. That's it. He's not well, but he's up. Right knee.
I wonder whether it might be the skipper, the trade skipper.
He's bearing any weight in that right bandage knee at all.
Yes, he's had a lot of injuries too. He's had a bad. Yeah, you're right. It is Charlie Martello because he's got that knee bandage. Thanks to the timekeeper right next to me, and that's not good at all because he's had a lot of injuries this year. He's one of their key players, and they can ill afford. So we start again after a little bit of a break. We wish him and his family all the best. Martello's are wonderful for the footy club. As they get the ball out of the middle, Rosebud, they get towards the middle, overrunning it is Kuipers, attacking side of the centre square for Rosebud. Low blow as usual is the hardest nut in there, near the bottom of the pack. So important to this side today. Brad Tagg will do what he does all day. Push and shove against Fletcher Huswaite. Opportunity for McKenna, trying to flip a hand pass out. Steve Mannix goes in, holds them up. Just again attacking side of the centre square. Rosebud heading towards the social club rooms end, or the change rooms end, or the playground end here at Rosebud, southern end of the ground. Thrown up once more. Terry Huswaite still pushing shove off the play. Waterston, next Matt coming. Handball comes out, quick kick by Reed Nunscowan. Kicks inside 50, fisted away by Carlin, but he didn't get a decent fist on it. Ball's at ground level. Handball comes out again towards Boss. Boss taking in a tackle once, twice. De Silva may have got into his back. Flick down at half back for Edithvale. They hold it up again. Good contest. It'll be thrown up.
Effort there, very nice.
A goal of the day today for Grey City against Australia. Increase your wealth. G'day to Tim and the team. Tap down by Cumming, and then Diego Clark receives and is taken in a tackle immediately placed on him by the hard-nosed defensive forward Robert Boss of Rosebud. It's 1-1-7 to 1 behind, and he wins it again. Clark giving away a lot of height. At ground level is Mannix. He's taken in a tackle. He's trying to get rid of it. He's on the bottom of the pack, and the umpire says, "Give it to me." That's Steve Mannix. I don't think we've seen Bluey Mannix, Tim Mannix just yet. One of the stars of the competition, and he's pumped. Thrown up again at centre half forward. Clark might have got a hand on that forward. The Eagles cleared out of defence by De Silva, or Anania I should say, throws it on the boot, kicks to the wing. Good kick taken by Martello. It wasn't Martello, went off. He gets the hand pass at close quarters to Tag. Tag kicks inside 50. No one can take the mark. At the drop, Durbridge couldn't take the footy. Lost control of it. Slips down to Tim Mannix, who is on the ground. But Cummins does well to intercept the hand pass. Gets the hand pass out to Reed and Stowen. Hand pass to Mitch Dempster. His hand pass turned over by Nanya again. Taken in a tackle. Handball's back now in the direction of Tag. Tag kicks high towards half forward. Another Edie player down off the ground. And eventually they clear out of the fence through Glassborough. He got it to Matt Baker, and then they clear to the outer side of the ground through Maynard. Kicker's okay, McKenna's there. Taking in the tackle on hands and knees. He was on the floor as he got the hand pass out, and now they look to clear through Maynard. He slipped as he gets a little kick in and manages to avoid the tackle. Taken by Fletcher Huswaite, goes back defensively, and they kick across the face as Nanya's in some trouble, and it's taken by the player Jim Polo, who's had the head bandage after an early knock. He gets it close to the boundary, and Mark Wellboy Gibson kicks down the line to half forward. Manscown pushes his opponent off it, has a shot at goal. It's coming back. That's a great goal. He managed to outmaneuver his opponent at half forward, and that's the youngster in his second game from the under-19s, LaFell of Edithvale-Aspendale, and he's a very crafty forward candidate for our goal of the day. Only the second goal kicked from Grey Syndicates Australia's 1-1-7 apiece on the Jeff Wignall forward scoreboard, serving the Peninsula since 1979.
Nice to see the two Manscown boys out there. Low down. Just doing his stuff there. Very nice finish.
Great goal. Totally different players.
Like one of my little 5-foot putts, mate. Never looked like this. Still right at the end.
My 5-foot putts always looked like missing, so it certainly wasn't me. One down by Matt Cumming. You have to have his brother Steve back in, held up in the middle of the ground, on the bottom of the pack. Campbell ain't there for Edias. Good contest early days. One by Cumming. The Cumming boys putting a lot of the contests. Held open about the ground, holding the ball, going against Rosebud. Player, I'm not sure, had prior opportunity. The Tag will get the free kick. He goes wide to Mannix. Feeds a hand pass over the top, which wasn't a great target. He was under pressure, and it's socket away. And they've got an opportunity now to grab the footy and go for a loping run around the outer side. Having a bounce and kicking inside 50. Clark goes up, knocks it down, does well to bring it to ground and get the hand pass out to De Silva, who's a bit slow in his endeavours to go after that. He's worried by Gibson, who forces the ball out of bounds. It was a lovely run around the outer side by Rosebud. Again, Edias knocked it up with some poor disposals.
One mistake followed another, didn't it? So we don't want to see that. We just one will do, fellas. He's tidy up the next one.
Sean Downey did the wonderful running around that outer side. One of the best players for Rosebud. He's a wonderful player. Boundary thrown at half forward. One down by Clark, and he wins it himself and takes it out of the ruck. Kicks this two-dimensional out, manoeuvres his opponent comfortably, and Dempster kicks to an open forward line. Mick Meehan is in pursuit. Glassborough's after him. He gets shoved in the back. Mick did that pretty well as he was sliding forward.
Took him with him.
He did. He knew that Glassborough was right with him.
He escorted him to the deck.
Oh, he did. He's a clever player. He's kicked 31 goals this year, Meehan. He kicks long towards the teeth of goal. Good-looking kick. But the Cumming boys are down there, and Matt Cumming, who's played most of the season, takes a mark last line of defence for Rosebud. He heads into the back pocket. Forward, and the mark is taken, and away they go. Get completed by Matt Baker. He found Mitch Dempster, but it's turned over, and as he said, Neil, he has to do well with great courage to bring it back inside 50. Good contest at ground level. Tim Mannix on hands and knees, tries to get the hand pass out, misses the target. Number of players piling on in next to him, just inside, taking 50. 1-1-7 apiece. 14 minutes gone, but there will be some extra time. We thought it was Charlie Martello that went off injured. It wasn't him, and we'll certainly keep an eye on that. In fact, it's 10 minutes according to the timekeeper to the right next to us. Plenty of time. Add it on. Knocked down. Lopo gets it defensive side. Taken in a tackle. And his teammate managed to slip the hand pass out to York. Kicks it high inside 50. The hand pass came out from Acquire. And then it's off hands. Trying to take the mark in the last. Yes. Could have nearly been a free kick. Martello in the goal square couldn't quite get his hands on it. Through for behind. 1-2-8 to 1-1-7. Jeff Wignall forward scoreboard, back into play, kicks a shocker, turned over, taken by, on that occasion, McQuire, kicks back inside 50, gets uploaded, and the ball lands 25 metres out from Edithvale-Aspendale's goal at the Rosebud end of the ground. Again, the kick out was low and flat and wobbly. The lead by a point, they're deep into attack, knocked down again, quick kick comes out of the pack, and it should nearly be a mark here. Trying to get his hands on its own heel, on hands and knees, he might get a free kick. The goal scorer. He's a bit slow to get going, he kicks it long towards the teeth of goal, and it's a great mark down there. There's the man, that's what he's there for. If he's not going to be at the fore of the ball, he's going to be there taking mark after mark after mark in defence incoming. Another great defensive mark, 128 to 117, kicks down the line towards the wing, trying to grab the footy for Edias, but not able to, bringing it to ground.
You've got to know what he's doing.
But you do. You lower the eyes a bit better, don't you? Tap down again. Both teams working hard, and the umpire says, give it to me. I'll throw it up once again. Good play by Durbridge to take the clearance and then absorb the tackle. Cumming wins it down again. Redance down, another punt. Handball intercepted by Lopo. Lost it in the tackle. Hurried kick by McQuire. McQuire kicks to half forward and again turnover. Going to be a free kick to Dempster off the play. His teammate had taken the mark in Windsor, with Dempster with the footy at half back. The boy from Narry Warren, second year with Rosebud. Kicks close to the boundary line. Big pack goes up. Carlin brings it to ground and lays a bruising tackle as it was taken front square by Rosebud. There's a bit of pushing and shoving. And Sean Downey reckons it should have been, and I almost agree with him, a slim tackle free kick to him in front of our commentary position. Thrown up again on the wing. One open-handed slap by Steve Cumming, trying to get the hand pass Fred McKenna. Handballs to Husway. Fletcher Husway drives to half forward. Clark's there. Gets a bad bounce for Edithvale-Aspendale. Running back on it. Good hand pass comes out from Jordan. Now they've got the ball in the middle of the ground. Edias, if they can get a possession here. Ack may have been pulled off the footy but not in possession. A lot of players piling on in. Really good contest. And the umpire says, give it to me, and it's Edias by one behind. Good play. The scoreboard says 17, but 13 minutes of real time.
It's nice to see one of the players not off. Let's just play the game.
Yeah, absolutely. One down by Steve Cumming. He tried to handle it out, he couldn't. Taken by Ack. Ack wobbles a kick towards half forward. Cleared at half back by Glassborough. Gets the hand pass out now towards Nanscowan. Handball to Dempster. Dempster at half back brings it to the broadcast side. Tim Mannix does well to try and affect the kick. Big Cumming is there. He's worried out of it too easily by O'Neill. O'Neill back inside 50 for Edias. And there's a player camp who'll take the mark at left half forward.
Not trying to turn the Rex limousine there, man. We're going to take a 15-point turn in.
Charlie Martello kicks towards me and he dropped the mark he probably should have taken at ground level. Connor's there riding it, trying to handball to a teammate who was hot and taken to ground. 35 out from the goal that they are defending, and it'll be thrown up. Such a hustle to play to receive the footy like a hot potato. Thrown up again, and Steve Cumming wins it down. Quick clearing kick by Huswade into the middle of the ground. And now Pivus has got it. He kicks to centre half forward. Unfortunately, Matt Cummings slips over, allowing Clark to tap to his own advantage. Gets the footy out now to Carlin. Feeds a hand pass at half back to young LaFell in his second game. The youngster kicks close to the boundary. Not a great kick. It sits downfield, is it? Free kick to Edithvale-Aspendale. Kicks inside 50. Bouncing ball. Lopo using his body well. Two opponents around him. Now he can't get rid of it. He's got a problem now. Teammates start to arrive close to the boundary. Good play by Mannix. Try and get his boot to ball. Rosebud repel again. Get the footy at half back. And now they've got an opportunity to go back into the middle of the ground, but it's at centre half forward. Taken off the pack by Martello. Martello swinging long to the northern end, and he misses for a buck behind. 139 to 117. Just turning it over there, Rosebud, as they went for the 45 back inside the hill. Didn't work. He is, and his first going back to it.
Heavy five.
Back into play. McKenna takes the mark at centre half back at 37 disposals last week. Kicks down the line to the wing. Good contest made by Edias. Spills to the back now to De Silva. De Silva feeds a hand pass to Lopo. Lopo darting. Goes back inside. Not a great kick. Good interception by, on that occasion, Boss coming across as the kick was intended for an Edias player who was standing stationary in McQuire. and it was good interception by Boss to make a contest in front of our commentary position. Thrown up on the wing, a lead at the moment for 2 points for Edias. At ground level, Mannix does well to get the hand pass out, tried to get it to O'Neill. O'Neill's dragged down in the tackle, and the free kick will go to Reed-Nanscowen, and the throw was no good. Terrible throw to come back to Reed-Nanscowen, who'll go from the wing to centre half forward Neil and a chance to kick a goal. This should be their second goal. Is it 100? It was a bit of mouthing off. So they'll go right to the teeth of goal, and Rosebud will be in front, and that is a coach killer.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Nanscowen from the goal square. Both Nanscowens have kicked goals for Rosebud. That courtesy of a 100-metre penalty. And they hit the front on the Jeff Wignall forward scoreboard. Our major sponsor today, Harvey Norman of Frankston, with Chris Holcomb and the team. 2-1-13 to 1-3-9 as Mark Mullen, the first game back, is off for a rest. And Durbridge comes back on. York getting ready to come back on for Eddie Asp as well. And Waterston having a rest, as O'Neill will do the ruck.
They can look forward to the rest quarters as much as they are right now. With big coming, both bigger than 5.
Well, they're the same player, aren't they, really?
Yeah, correct. So he's going to rest at some stage.
So Matt Cumming doing the ruck work. Steve's gone forward. O'Neill with that big leap wins it down. Steve Mannix flies to carry it to his own advantage. Well, he had the opponent hanging on, but he didn't sort of have control of the footy. Lopo was there letting him support. Taking side of the centre circle. 4-point lead to Rosebud. Close to quarter time. Cumming wins it down. Rode by Reed-Nanscowen. Kicks the half forward. Fisted down by the Silver. Loose ball. It'll be a free kick, and it should go to Jordan, who's shoved in the back. Attacking side of the centre square. Jordan of Edias. They're in their clash jumpers today. I like them. And he's got a player on his own who should take the mark at half back. On the broadcast side, it's Campbell Ack. Inside defensive 50. One of the most defensive players on the field at the moment. Kicks close to the boundary. Not a great kick, but Carlin takes a great mark. Candidate for our mark of the day for Catapult Sports. And he marks on the wing. Nick Carlin, the captain, handles the close quarters joint captain. As Kivers put pressure on him. To the Silver. Spiro hunts the half forward to the back of the pack. No one can take it. Taken by Big Cumming eventually, who gets his hands on it, goes to ground, slips out now, picked up by Durbridge, kicks off the side of the boot for Edias. Mean is after it, but it'll beat him out of bounds in the outer forward pocket. That slid off the side of the boot, it'll be a boundary throw-in. 2-1-13 to 1-3-9. Nearly 19 minutes of playing time gone on the Jeff Wignall forward scoreboard. Back into play. In the forward pocket, knocked down again, grabbed by Reed-Nanscowen, he slips the tackle, he feeds the hand pass out, Mannix hanging on for dear life, ensures that Rosebud can't get clean possession from that stoppage, and it'll be thrown up again. Tap down again, taken by Tim Mannix, gets the hand pass to Durbridge, hooks a kick around the body, towards full forward, great mark. Meehan camped underneath it, takes the mark at full forward.
Just two contrasting styles here. The Rosebud want to go across that outer wing, outer flank, and the Rosebud want to go Rosebud want to go through the middle.
Candidate for mark of the day for Catapult Sports, and camped underneath it. He read the flight the best. Slight angle 25 out. Needs to kick these, and does. Puts his team back in front. They probably deserve the lead, except for the 100-metre penalty they gave away. Neil Craig knows more about the game than I do. Former Mount Eliza assistant coach and Devon Meadows coach. 2-3-15 Edias. They lead Rosebud 2-1-13 on the Jeff Wignall forward scoreboard. We'll go around the grounds thanks to Mornington Timber and Decking as well, probably at quarter time. Some big games on today, certainly in First Division and also Second Division, but this I think is the biggest game in First Division because it's going to be very hard, even though these sides have been calendar year, to see either Rosebud or Edie on form winning their last two games against top 5 Ashfords. It is. Ball's in the middle of the ground, and Neil doing the ruck work, won by Matt Cumming. He didn't really make enough of that as he tried to get it out. Steve Mannix on hands and knees, got it out to Lopo. Just lodged in a tackle. The umpire said the tackle lingered, free kick to Lopo. Lopo on the wing. He's an outstanding player, and he's been very good so far. He will drive his team towards half forward, looking for someone to take the mark, and there's going to be a free kick. And it'll go to Reese Carter, the basketball. A great story there, Neil. I'll tell you about that one soon. Kicks inside 50. He just came down to with his great mate Jason Graham, who almost won a Norm Smith medal. I think if St Kilda won the flag in 2009, he would have. The Easter match against Pond Beach. He's a basketballer. He's assistant coach at NBL team Melbourne United. 25 clubs he played for over his long career, 5 NBL teams. And they said, "You want a game?" He said, "Yeah, I'll have a game."
Why not?
He's got a few games in the seniors and doing a good job. It's Charlie Martello, hard on the boundary across the face. But there's nearly a good mark in the outer forward pocket. Should have been paid. It goes out of bounds.
He probably controlled that, but it's hard to
Mpnfl took it. The boundary throw in the forward pocket. Martello wasn't aiming for goal, he was aiming to set it up in the goal square. 2-point lead to Eddie Ash, 2-3-15 to 2-1-13. Oh, we'll give it. We'll give it to him, even though he probably did miskip it a bit, didn't he now? Boundary throw in and a number of players running around the footy and he's throwing up 35 from goal. Yeah, so it's a great story. He just came in off the street, he's moved into the area. He's coaching Sandringham in the NBL1 competition this year, so I think he's got a game tonight, straight after the footy. But he loves the club and he's 38 and play again next year, though. It's wonderful, isn't it?
It is.
He's played a lot of junior footy at Gippsland before choosing basketball, which has been a great career for him. Yeah, kick down the wing. You can play footy, you can play basketball vice versa, can't you?
Yeah, similar peripheral vision sort of stuff.
Yes, it is. Thrown up on the wing, on the outer side. One by Graham coming, taken by McKenna. His kick is scrubby along the ground towards the boundary on the outer side. Other players around the contest. And the umpire says, "Give it to me, I'll throw it up." Coming down to McKenna again, the big ball. Steve Mannix is certainly putting some time into it. Another outstanding servant to Mpnfl football over the years, Steve Mannix, co-captain with Nick Carlin in this side. Sort of a changing of the guard. Eddie by 2 points, close to quarter time, 2-3-15 to 2-1-13. One at the coal face, again by Nanya. His handball misses the target and he lays a tackle trying to make amends. And there will be a free kick. That will go the way of Rosebud. And will go to Liam McKenna.
When he gets moving here,
He's taking his time.
he is. He's right behind him.
This is the footy that spat out to Kyle York of NES. He kicks down the line for the Buds. Big pack forming in that fist of the boundary. It's good work by the EDS defence. They've been well organised today, doing a good job. Mark Mullins is so important to that side. He's been probably their best player, most consistent player. So it's quarter time. Just 4 goals kicked. We'll find out who that player was that got injured. We thought it was Charlie Martello and it wasn't. But that's okay. We'll work it out. And we think it's Ryan Francis next to our timekeeper right next to us. Welcome back to Olympic Park. Second quarter underway for Harvey Norman. 2-3-15 to 2-1-13. And O'Neill crashed into Cumming and won that one. Steve Cumming, first game of the season. And Waterston again has started on the bench. The number 1 ruckman for Eddie Aspendale. Neil Craig shook his head. Thrown up again. Cumming, open-handed slap, 1 by Nanya. Got a 2-metre kick, didn't go very far. McKenna tried to sock it off the ground. Going to be a free kick. Which way is it going? It'll go to Steve Mannix in the middle of the ground. Mannix will top it long inside 50. Try and catch that. Martello's right out of position. Comfortable mark last time on the fence taken by Maynard, which went full back and centre half back for Rosebud. He delivers to the half back flank. That's an okay kick. He finds Dempster, who's a solid player. Gets the hand pass out. They drive it down the line, but it's not a great kick. And they mark up an opportunity to go forward. And there's a turnover. Throw it, is it? Natural ball on the wing. Ball done. O'Neill from behind, brings it down. Seeing the opportunity, Sean Downey. Goes in again, 2-1 against. Lopo now helps his teammate out to get involved in the contest with Joan Young. Lopo's tackling hard. Umpire says, give it a me.
So there are a few people.
O'Neill.
Real quiet.
Steve coming. Brings it down. Part of the Stingray Premiership team in 2018. Hand pass Mannix. Intercepted by McKenna. Trying to get a hand pass out. Good tackling again. Good contested game. You've got the players in the asset can do that. Getting involved in the the tackle was Soyunez. There's a potential small forward, Idias, taken by Sean Downey as he got the tap, gets it to half forward. Guidance Gowan was brought down on a tackle, he lost control of it, and we in half forward play. Some really good context, and it'll go the way of Rosebud. Kick inside 50 by Nance Gowan. No one can take the mark. Guy Nance Gowan to the front of the pack. They've got numbers down there. Rosebud trying to find a way through. Good tackling by Edie. Has to hold it up. No one can get a clean possession. And the umpire's going to come up with a free kick. Which way is it going? No, we're going to pull it up.
No, he took a little bit of umbrage to that.
And 50 metres. York with the footy. He's got it on the wing. Been a couple of decisions. Gets it wide now to the Silver. The Silver drives inside 50. No mark taken. Baker crashes the pack. Goes to the back of the pack again. He gets it back, Matt Baker. His kick is partially smothered. They flick it on the Rosebud defenders. Panicking a bit close to the boundary as Eddie has to run get it inside, attacking 50. Good tackle Wade. It's been a really good contested game of footy. It's going to be a free kick to go the way of the Eagles. And it'll be York with that free kick. Drives it deep inside 50. Tim Mannix nearly takes the mark off hands Martello. Gets a hand pass forward of the play again. Reece Carter couldn't pick the footy up. It's 25 metres out from their goal. At the southern end, good tackling again. Mannix keeps it alive. And the umpires picked out a free kick. Which way is it going? Over the boundary throw. Going to Tim Mannix.
He doesn't know it's his.
Sean Downey can't understand it. I'm a bit perplexed as well.
That's Martello.
Yes, it is. Charlie Martello knows how to kick a goal. Kicked two when they last went. They won early on the season in round 7 and won comfortably. Try and open the angle up, and he will. He's kicking. He kicks off the wrong side of the boot, and the ball. But great mark on the second grab. He kicked the belly of the ball basically, and Zach O'Neill takes an outstanding mark. He's already kicked one goal today, and he's a candidate for our Catapult mark of the day. Catapult Sports, those GPS trackers that we've been trialling with our players on the Mpnfl throughout the season in our coverage on Game Face. So O'Neill for his second goal to increase his team's lead as he stuck it home just. The goal umpire moved slightly, but he just got in, and that's a very handy goal for the Eagles. And Zach O'Neill is doing his job in the ruck because he's kicked two as well when he's going forward.
Nice to push his forward and mark him like that, but he was the only one who really competed for that.
Yeah.
The only one who really flew with any intent of marking the ball. There's plenty of Rosebud jumpers around him, but no one went up.
3-3-21 to 2-1-13. LaFell getting ready to come on. Campbell back as well. They are a dime a dozen, aren't they? Here they are. I mean, the game's changed. I mean, Brisbane won a premiership in 1973 with full ruck. Neil Bowen was the fourth. He played in the forward. Knocked down again. Here's Steve Mannix trying to win the footy from the Edmund knockdown. He's at the bottom of the pack. He really couldn't get proper control of that. Oh, he has so far. Candidate for the Rosebud Country Club BAG. Neil Craig will give that later in the day. Steve Cumming gets the open-handed slap. Good tackle by Lopo as Sean Downey gets his boot to ball. Affects the kick towards half forward for Rosebud. At the Rosebud into the ground. Reed Nanscowan's there. EDS have the numbers. York gets back. He runs into trouble. He gets a hand pass very close to the boundary. There's a look-away hand pass. Putting his teammate under pressure, Maguire. And it'll be boundary thrown inside attacking 50 for the Buds. Cumming pushed his opponent out of the way, get the head pass out to McKenna. McKenna fends off the tackle from 40 metres. He's kicked the goal of the day so far for Great Syndicates Australia. The stoppage king Liam McKenna. He said, get out of my way, son. I'm going to kick a goal, and they badly needed that. A team lifting goal by McKenna, 3-1-19 to 3-3-21 on the Jeff Wickleford scoreboard. They are too. Oh, it was, yeah, just a
Everyone
little
seems
bit.
okay.
Well, that's what they need to do more of, Rosebud, don't
It was
they?
just positive play, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was.
It's they're kicking it to places where everyone knows where it's going.
O'Neill wins it down. Here's now near the bottom of the pack, can't take it. Reed Nanscow taking in a low blow tackle, forces him to force it out. It's going to be a free kick, a sling tackle again against Lobo. A bit of pushing and shoving. There's a little bit of going on out there, isn't it? Some spot fires everywhere. That was probably a sling tackle. They gave one that was similar in the first quarter. You go with it. Reed Nanscow kicks high inside 50. His team looking to hit the front. The defenders of Edithvale knock it to the front of the pack. Left foot kick from John Nanscow to the top of the goal square. Clark gets back. Almost took the mark as he was backtracking. That would have been a candidate for Catapult Sports. But it falls at his feet. Thrown up 25 for the goal. Clark doing the ruck work, has a leap on him, wins it down and then wins it at ground level. It's the hand pass out to Wack, the hand pass out there to De Silva. Handballs to York, York under some pressure, gets away from Maynard on the left, kicks down the ground again, looking for someone to mark, no one can, missed by Con of Rosebud, taken comfortably by Martello, switches to O'Neill to drop the mark he should have taken, he's in the middle of the ground, he'll bomb it long, inside 50 but no one home, oh mark dropped by Cumming, he was taking them in the first quarter, at ground level, Tao got a hand pass out, Nanya tried to take on his opponent before taking the footy out, now taken on the left by Punov, Punov pushed off the footy, and pushing and shoving again at half forward as the mark is taken by De Silva. De Silva Daisy cuts it brilliantly to half forward, and there's a mark taken by Elias. Don't tell me
They're still going at it.
they're still going at it. There might be a free kick. Is it going the other way? It is.
Overturned, yeah.
Charlie Martello's taken the mark, and Paul McCormack, a couple of undisciplined acts by his team. A 100-metre penalty, a 50-metre penalty with the free kick to an insult to injury to go to Robert Boss. Boss will bomb it long towards the goal square, looking for someone to mark. No one can. Cumming might have hurt himself, Matthew, trying to get involved in the ruck and then shoved in the side Tid on his opponent, who skids it over the boundary and out of bounds in the forward pocket.
Massive confusion there.
Yes. Mark Mullins was the player that shoved over the boundary, almost in the back. Cumming wins it down again. It's at half forward for Rosebud. They try and get control of the footy. Spills out the back again. Boss, brilliant smother. Great smother to Silva. Ricochets to half forward again. They try and keep it alive. The handball comes out. Left foot snap to Huswaite. He's 10 metres out, but he was off balance and his left foot shot. Fletcher Huswaite to behind.
Bringing a bit of heat here now.
Oh, it's a good contest. 3-2-20 to 3-3-21. Nearly 10 minutes played in the second quarter on the Jeff Wignall Ford scoreboard. Our major sponsor is Harvey Norman of Frankston, and Cumming has hurt himself. That's Matt Cumming, who's played more footy than Steve, playing his first game this year, so keep an eye on that. He's checking his finger. He may have fractured it or hurt it badly.
Let's hope not.
He has. Mullins back into play. Carlin up, takes a good strong mark. Thought about dishing off the hand pass, but didn't run off his line. Dempster on the mark, he's at half back, the co-captain, kicks down the line for Elias, looking for someone to mark, no one can. At the drop, rode by O'Neill is having an influence, arches the back, gets away from Kuipers, is quick, does well to run him down, kicks inside 50, Matt Baker's there, taken in a Martello tackle, swung around, gets the hand pass out to Maynard, kicks to the wing, up goes Kuipers, couldn't take the mark, at the drop O'Neill again, taken in a tackle but releases it to Lopo, Lopo has a bounce, Lopo feeds a hand pass over the top now, LaFell, you beauty, well done youngster, kicks one of the goals of the day for Great Syndicates Australia, the under-19 player who's come up for just his second game. That'll help Edias, we seem to have the answers at the moment. Well played Kurt Lopo because he had confidence in the young fella to kick the goal.
He did. That young guy was standing 10 foot tall now. Receiver, handball off the legend. Kicking. Good on him.
Great footy.
Good 10 minutes of footy. Oh, after a bit of heat. And they've responded.
4-3-27 to 3-2-20. Do you think they want to be relegated, these teams now? Throw it up in the middle. Tap down by Waterston. Socket forward by Kuipers doing some work now. Socket again. Out of defence by Angus McQuire for the Edithvale-Aspendale team. Close to the boundary. They'll clear it again. Good play by their defenders as they managed to get some valuable meterage away from the danger zone, which was defensive 50 at the Rosebud end, and it'll be boundary thrown on the other side. The Football Forward scoreboard has Edithvale-Aspendale 7 points up. Boundary throwing again. Rough work done from behind. Kyle's doing the rough work. Remembering that Matt Cummings has gone off with a finger injury. There's a lot of injuries this year, Rosebud. So have the ass. Mullins hitting his knee. Is probably their big ruckman. They would love to have him aside. Thrown up. Knocked down again. Sorry, Wiley, I should say. He played a few games. I remember he got injured before the Pines game and was moving around. Did get through it. And it'll be a front ball up again on that wing on the outside. Tapped down by Waterston. He has a couple of cracks at it. Just it down once more. Trying to get beat the ball. Pipers in laser tackle on the bottom of the pack. A number of players pile on in. And this is a good contested scrap. We're 12.5 minutes into the second quarter on the Jeff Wignall Ford scoreboard. The ZDS 4-3-27, Rosebud 3-2-20. Knocked down again. Here's Waterston once more. Reed now Scour comes up with the footy. Handballs defensively to Maynard. Maynard kicks Rosebud inside 50. Great mark, Teddy red at best. Candidate for mark of the day for Catapult Sports.
We've had a couple of great goals kicked from the commentary side. Yeah, both teams refused to play. So it almost come out here by accident. It's crazy that they come out the ground so often.
Tip to cut the margin to 1 point. 27 plays 20, 13 minutes in the corner. That's not a bad looking kick, just off the face, across the face a little bit, and offline slightly is what I'm trying to say. We'll get it right eventually. 4-3-27 to 3-3-21, the margin 6 points. Mark Mullins, so good in the first half of the year before fracturing his leg. Member of the 2013 Premiership side, they came from 5 goals down in the last quarter, EDS, and won 4 finals. He heads it low and flat. That's a good kick. And either a mark or a push in the back. No, it's play on, and on the left, kicking it down the line. Doing well was Solia Mez, but off hands, Reed Scowen. Got the hand pass to McKenna. He scrubbed it on the boot, but a comfortable mark taken at half back by Clark. Oh, that kick wasn't great, but Mullins managed to mark it, and the opponent was coming the other way. Then he scrubbers it to Meehan. Meehan slips over in the middle of the ground. Handballs forward of the play. Player had his back to it. Does well to get the hand pass out now. That was Durbridge to Waterston, and then there's a shot at goal, which is just off target by the fella. Just kicked the last one. But good hands inside 50 by EDS. They kept it moving, Neil. 4-4-28 to 3-3-21.
Yeah, does it look a bit easy when they go through the middle of the ground?
A little bit easier.
Yeah, we could be fiddling around the other side. That was good footy. Good finish.
Back into play. Now taken by Windsor. And the kick in from Williams. And then Maynard takes the mark at half back. Just on defensive 50. The clouds in the background look a bit ominous, don't they? Almost taking the mark was Carl, who did well to bring it to the ground for the Eagles. Clark lays a tackle. A lot of contested footy here. The tackling from both teams has been a mess. It's been enormous. Martello gets ready to come back on. 4-4-28 to 3-3-21. EDS down one on the bench with Ryan Francis getting injured early in the contest. Deep in the defensive 50. Handball comes out to McKenna. He looks to get hold of it, does. Scrubbers it down the line from the Huswaite hand pass. Kicks towards half forward. Overrunning it, unfortunately, was John Anscowen for Rosebud. EDS have the numbers as they try and draw opponents. Good kick around the body. Doing well to get some distance on the kick. There's tag, and he finds a target. And the mark taken by York, right behind the wing. York's been good. Looks a bit scruffy with the socks down. Kicks to half forward, but an excellent defensive mark taken at half back. I'm not sure that it was legal, but Matt Baker, the umpire, said he just manoeuvred the body legally, and he's been paid an excellent intercept mark. He kicks his team down the line, looking for Robert Boss to take the mark. He was in Peter Bate, couldn't hang on, out of bounds between wing and half forward. 3-3-21 to 4-4-28. EDS by 7 points. They've been in front most of the day, but the game hasn't got any further than about a goal and a bit lead for the Eagles so far. Boundary throw-in, knocked down by Matt Cumming, intercepted by Mannix. He gets the head pass out now to Durbridge. Matt had his head taken off by Reed Natscow. No! He's holding the ball. I'm not sure about that, but anyway, Natscow on Reed drives Rosebud towards half forward, looking for someone to mark. Clark did well to affect the spoil for the Eagles. Handball comes out. Good pressure. And again, well done by York to lay a tackle just as Rosebud were looking to try and set something up forward of the play. Robert Bost and he just accosted an attack similar to what Maynard did to Neil Bullen last night. Out of the middle goes back, gets the hand pass towards his teammate in York, he kicks to the wing and another turnover.
Both teams are just refusing.
Mark at half back by Windsor, finds Reed and Scowen has been great, kicks inside 50, no one can mark. Off the pack, I thought Jane Scowen was taking on a tackle looking to Raven. At the front of the pack, good tackling again, ensuring that they can't extricate themselves from defensive 50. Maguire was the one, the ball followed him, and he's brought down at a tackle. Run up again, in fact it was Soliumet, comes out to Chris Baker now, gets the kick brilliantly smothered by Mannix. We expect Mannix to do that every day of the week, Steve Mannix. He was looking to straighten up Chris Baker. How good was he?
Let's see if we can make the ground big.
50 metres out from Rosebud's goal, tap down again, left foot kick by Boss, bouncing ball from the Steve Cumming tackle, deep in their attacking zone. High left foot kick again by the Buds. Boss is there, but he won't get there to take the mark. Slid off the side of the boot and red best by Ack, who's been solid playing in defence for Edithvale-Aspendale. Ack kicks down the line towards the wing, trying to take the mark, can't take it York. Hands and knees, hand pass comes out to York now. York likes to dash, gets it to Mannix. Mannix kicks towards the wing. Meehan's there. He does well to lay a tackle and his opponent is brought to ground. That is almost a sling tackle. If the other two are sling tackles, that is. He has as well. And there's a good tackle. And that brought down Glassborough, who's playing at full back on him as the lockdown full back.
It's that last foot.
Yeah.
Too much.
It's going to be I think it is going to be a free kick now, isn't it? No, he's not.
You have to be assessed.
28 to 21. We've played nearly 19 minutes in the quarter. It's a ripping game of footy.
Well, they're both playing in the same fashion. They just want to play inside and refuse to make the ground big.
You make the ground big by switching all the time, don't you?
They split the size of the ground.
But they worry that their skills would to let them down, if the sheer might let them down. Is it like a confidence there?
We've got to go and kick the kick.
Lopo having a rest. Good midfielder coming on to replace him, Nania.
Just a bloke to play. What's going
Josh
on?
Saroo's grandson.
Shaking him.
Former champion
Give that
Security
shaky
player during
bloody
a
clip.
tough period for the Saints. He and Trevor Bark were regular best and fairest winners in the 70s and 80s.
Does he come on?
No, Glassborough was the player who
Here
would
he comes.
take
Here
it.
he comes.
Doesn't look well at all. So they both might be down one, with Ryan Francis getting injured with a knee in that first quarter, early days, in a contest defending down back at the southern end or playground end of the ground here at Olympic Park. So again, we've got another injury, so it'll be a long corner. It does look sick, doesn't it? It doesn't look well at all. Yes. So McKenna's getting ready to take the kick. What I like about the umpires today is sometimes those slim tackles are not given, but they're giving them. And well done for them, as long as you keep giving them. That's the most important thing. The umpires do an outstanding job in having sure the umpires all year, and at the end of the day they're told what rules are. It's up to them to be able to communicate them correctly, and they are today. McKenna's kick is not great. That's what lets him down a bit. His disposal sometimes doesn't hit the target. He gets a lot of it there, McKenna, but that was a nothing kick to the boundary. And again, it makes it a neutral contest, as then he could win the footy back in a ruck contest. 28 to 21, 7-point lead. Making time on, but we will have 6 minutes left in the quarter. We will have a bit more time on after Glassborough, involved in a sling tackle, is off concussed. Loose ball taken by Ack again from the contest. Got the hand pass out to Nania. Nania hugging the boundary line. Has a bounce. Kicks towards half forward, but again turning it over once more. And a solid mark at half back. Taken by Giampolo with the head bandage. So gets it now to Reed and Scowen. Handballs towards Windsor, who is hugging the boundary, and he again doesn't kick it as well as he would have liked. And another turnover between wing and half back for Edithvale-Aspendale. Kyle York is in fact will go a bit further up the ground. Charlie Martello will take it. Martello hoists it high, and Giampolo another ordinary kick.
Everyone knows where it's going to go.
Daniel was there, but chipping in first was Giampolo's father Frank, who's here today, played 53 games for Melbourne, kicks across the face, it's in a half back, finds young Windsor, one of the youngsters. He kicks down to Matt Baker on the bounce, allows it to bounce. Megan was there trying to put pressure on him, handballs to McKenna. McKenna chips it down the line. Good mark in front of our commentary position. Punol takes the mark. Yogi Logan Punol on the left. Kicks his team towards half forward. Good looking kick. Almost a big mark taken in the middle of the pack by Kuipers, would have been our mark of the day. Kicked down the line by Rosebud, but again hugging the boundary out of bounds on the full. Mark of the day for Catapult Sports. We played 22 minutes in the quarter. Jeff Wignall forward scoreboard. 4-4-28, Edithvale-Aspendale. Rosebud, 3-3-21.
Nice to see some handball received off the half back line. We admire it.
High kick towards the wing, getting up. Oh, Carlin. That's right in the mix for our mark of the day for Catapult Sports. We know Nick Carlin can take a great mark for skipper. He kicks down the line again, but again the wind takes it over the boundary and out of bounds on the full. It's kick error. You don't think so? He was a shocker. All right, fair enough. You know the game better than I do, great man. Con with the footy. Hoisted high, kicks inside 50 for Rosebud. No one can mark off the pack. Good roving by Nanstown, but he runs into trouble. Has to U-turn. Handballs back into traffic to Chris Baker. Got a good bounce. Lowers the eyes, kicks to half forward. That's better for Rosebud. Sean Downey, one of the best players on his own. Cardinal, sent by the Eagles. And he marks directly in front. Chance to cut the margin. Back to 1 point again, where it's been on a few occasions.
One of the very few times we get put back inside by lowering their lines. A couple of minutes ago, that would have been a bomb to the top of the goal square. Good. It's not lower Ross, it's used a bit for
3-3-21 to 4-4-28. 7-point lead. Good contest here. Both teams just one win so far this year. He veers in now. Sean Downey. It's a big kick. It's across the face of it. Deep into the pocket. But Cumming was on his own. No one was there. Actually, I think he might have intended that kick in the direction of Big Steve Cumming. And I'm going to say that's almost an uncontested, unopposed mark in the forward pocket, Neil Craig.
I'm not sure about actually kicking it to him, but he's marking it. It was the only one who looked like that.
Hard on the boundary, through the kick angle. 25 metres out. This to cut the margin to 1 point. No, he's very narrow behind. Margin of goal, 4-4-28 to 3-4-22. 24 minutes gone, man off for a rest. And Campbell-Lack has been pretty impressive so far, of course, for our BAG for Rosebud Country Club.
Any chance for a really good ball user that's getting around here, there's quick hands and that just
Correct, tag back into play. Favours the outer side and he turns it over again. Maynard, who's been involved in a lot of intercepts, he turns it over again. The Waxy tag takes the mark at half back. Guess what? He's kicked it back to Boss who intercepts. It's intercept. Turnover city here. Right half forward, kicks high towards. There's the big fella coming. Takes a great contested mark. He's a bit further out. The angle's not quite as acute, but there's still a bit of an angle to contend with. That's better.
around him.
25 minutes gone in the quarter. 3-4-22 to 4-4-28. The margin of goal on the Jeff Wignall forward scoreboard, servicing the Peninsula since 1979.
They're back in the big boy. They
are.
That's responsibility, son.
Yes. It's not a bad effort. It's a great effort. He's kicked the goal and levelled the scores right on half time. I told you the Ruckman could keep the job, Neil. Ye of little faith. 4-4-28 apiece. Candidate for our goal of the day for Grey Syndicates Australia. Going to Tim and his team to improve your wealth, solidify your future. So a great goal by Big Steve Cumming, who's come back into the team. His first game back in the league. Enormous. Been enormous. Great goal. Back in the middle, and by the way, 58.31% BS before today, and yeah, 54 for Rosebud. Throw it up again, secondary bounce. O'Neill to do the ruck work, gets beaten by Kuipers, the number 2 ruckman now. Taken defensively by Lopo, but his kick was smothered. You're right, Neil, he's trying to hook around the body. He was ready to chop that off, knowing that Kuipers is probably the more agile ruckman. that he had the kick run down. Tigers again a big fist. Inside 50. Fisted back by De Silva. Hurry kick comes out from Downey. De Silva takes the line again. Got one high. Not holding the ball. Not holding the ball. Do you think so? I thought he was taken high. Tigers gets the free kick attack inside centre square. Can they hit the front before half time? Movement up too early. Tigers got back. He's got it, has he?
Dominating down there, the big guy.
Free kick or mark, I'm not sure he took the mark. Free kick in the back. Mark may have shoved him forward. They're just starting to panic a bit, Edias, as they're getting it in the direction of Steve Cumming, who's making his mark on this game. And might be one of the favourites of the Rosebud Country Club BOG. All of a sudden, they can hit the front at half time.
You'd be a nightmare to defend, even nervous like this.
4-4-28 apiece, and we'll play 27 minutes in the quarter. Can he finish to give his team a lead at half time? Oh, he's missed it. He kicked a hard one, missed the easy one. 4-5-29 to 4-4-28. I'm keeping my mouth shut because I could not play. Back into play by Mullins. Almost half time here, and Rosebud going to find themselves in front. Really good contest here. They certainly had the better of the last 10 minutes of the quarter.
Breeze.
They have. So Mullins, with about a minute remaining in the quarter, looking to use the ball properly. Half distance pass. Lopo will be the man. Steve Mannix. Steve Mannix was a bit closer. But the kick might have got the Lopo, and then I saw Steve Mannix appearing near that ball again, marking it half back. Slow movement of the footy. He'll kick down the line again, and that's what they've been doing. Brother Tim is in the middle of the pack. Piper's got a hand in it. Dempster at the back rides it. Taken in the tackle. Handball's close to the boundary. Huswaite runs out a ruined boundary throw in front of the Rosebud coach's box. 4-5-29 to 4-4-28. Jeff Wigman forward scoreboard. 28 minutes gone. Almost half time. Proudly brought to you by Harvey Norman. It's going to be a free kick off the play. Which way? It'll go the way of Edias. Last chance before half time. Tag and another 50-metre penalty. There's been a few of those today against both teams, I reckon. This could absolutely hurt right on half time. Tag's got to get it inside 50. Lead made. Player shoved in the back, Nanya. Couldn't take the mark. The umpire let it go. Handball at the back by Windsor. Player was taken down to the tackle con. And the EDS supporters say ball. You can hear them clearly. The umpire says I'll throw it up 40 for goal. Haven't been inside 50 for a little while down at the playground end. Neil, almost half time. 4-5-29 to 4-4-28. Rosebud by a point. Knocked down again. Edie have had a lead of 7 points on a few occasions. Quick kick out of the pack by Windsor again. Tag keeps it inside, attacking 50. And it is locked in. That is half time. What a contest. Good game of footy. The winner will be one game clear and probably safe from relegation. The loser, two tough games to come for both teams, might be looking at playing second division footy in season 2023. So a lot to play for here between Edias and Rosebud, two proud clubs. Edithvale-Aspendale now trial by a point as big Steve Cumming got on top going down forward. 4-5-29, his brother Matt went off with a finger injury, and Edias a 4-4-28. O'Neill's kicked 2 goals for the Eagles so far. A bit of pushing and shoving, there's a bit of mouthing off. It's a really good game of footy, Neil Craig, isn't it?
It is. It's just it's both teams are so similar. Actually got the ladder position. It's going to be the team that dares to make the ground a bit bigger. Let's get some overlap handball. When's the last time we saw an overlap handball through the middle of the ground? I can't remember one. So I'd like to get the stats on that. That's going to be the game. It just seems like really key. Across the other side of the ground, and both defending all the time.
As I mentioned earlier, are they nervous to turn it over? Knowing what's at stake.
They've got to go out and win the game. I mean, 4-5 weeks or whatever it is, it's dedication to that.
Expected that. So the second half underway. O'Neill to do the ruck work. Kipers also to do the ruck work for Rosebud, and Steve Cummings to stay down forward at this stage. Straight away, Lopo lays the tackle, which he's been doing religiously all year, and there's a secondary ball up. 1 point lead to Rosebud. O'Neill wins it down at the drop, trying to get a left foot kick in. Was Nanya, didn't go very far. And again, good tackling by Tag, ensures it stays in the centre circle. Chris Baker was the player that comes up with the footy. Open-handed slap by Kuipers. York bending down to pick it up. He wants some support. Ack allowed him to pick it up. Should have been in there to lay a shepherd and didn't. And it's thrown up again. O'Neill and Kuipers. Kuipers, that's a big fist. The second time he's done that, gets it towards half forward. Taken by Nanscombe. Doesn't go very far. Little hand pass comes out of the traffic from Jordan of EDS. That again didn't quite hit the target. Ball's inside the fence at 50 for EDS, and Rosebud's forward pressure pretty good. It's a tight end. And it'll be thrown up once more. Mark Mullins was there for EDS. A lot of stoppages. Kuipers again gets a bit of a fist on it, not as much as the previous one. Player taken high. Tag should have nearly got a free kick. And in the end, he's on the bottom of the pack, wrestling hard for it. The veteran who played in the Premiership side in 2013. All over him was Robert Boss. Again, Kuipers getting another decent tap out. Waiting for it is Lopo. Can he pick it up? He paddles to his own advantage twice. 3 times. Got opponents around him. Taking a great tackle laid on him by Sean Downey. He managed to get rid of it. And Mark Mullins is then taken over the boundary, frustratingly by Sean Downey. Just in front of the social club rooms, it will be thrown back into play inside, attacking 50 for Rosebud. Ball hitting there at the moment at the southern end of the ground. Back into play, 1 point lead. Cummings wins it, gets the hand pass out to Huswaite. Huswaite throws it on the boot. Clark with the flight, couldn't take the mark. He has to centre half back. Campbell back again towards Nanscombe. Nanscombe dribbling kick, received the hand pass from Bost. He was just outside the contest and gives his team a 2 point lead. That's going Nanscombe. 4-6-30 to 4-4-28. 2 gone in the third quarter on the Jeff Wigan Sports Just on top here, right? They are, yeah. Kuipers has been good with the clearances he's getting with decent punches from the ruck with Mullins. Gets to the outer side of the ground. Looking forward, to take the mark, he can't. As well involved in a couple of contests. He's going to be a free kick to Reed Nanscombe. 2 on 2 in the end. Kick and hit the target by Mullins. He drives it inside 50. Up goes Cummings. Couldn't take the mark. It'll be a free kick. Free kick off the play. Hugo Clark got involved late. They just were panicking, I think, looking for Cumming. And I think he may get the free kick. Definitely there, I think.
Can he finish?
Finishes, they've got an 8 point lead, they're getting right on top now because they just can't seem to get the ball to source like they used to, especially in damaging locations. No, not really. That's a well-known comment. I wasn't even thinking about that. There's Ryan Francis, got that knee heavily bandaged on crutches. I hope he's okay. Coming around the boundary as Big Cummings kicks, and he misses, not by much, but by enough. That's all that counts. 4-7-31 to 4-4-28. EDS need to get their game going, and they've struggled to score since halfway mark of the second quarter on the Jeff Wigan Ford scoreboard. Harvey Norman, Frank's our major sponsor today. Back into play. Mullins gets to the outer side of the ground. Oh, that's an outstanding mark. That's Carlin. Mark of the day for Mike. He goes on the outside to Lopo. That's better. A handball received, which Neil wanted. Kicks down the line again. Steve Maddox couldn't take the mark, and the defensive Rosebud punch it over the boundary. What a mark that was for Catapult Sports. Brilliant. Then by example, the co-captain. Boundary throw it on the wing. Front of the scoreboard. 3 point lead. 4-7-31 to 4-4-28. Rosebud have had the last 5 scoring shots. Boundary thrown, tackle laid as it was knocked straight down to the bread basket of Ack. It's claimed in a tackle placed on him by Huswaite. Fletcher Huswaite has got a Kansas captain of Collingwood in the VFL. One by Kuipers. Kuipers goes in again, manages there once more. Play on the bottom of the packet. Should have been pushing the back, I thought, to Kenner. Lopo to the top, having a crack at the coalface. And they're leading by example, you would expect. Rubbing up again, knocked down on the wing. There's a lot of contested footy here. Steve Mannix, who loves this style of footy. He goes in, holds it up once more. We've got another ball up now. Still on the wing.
Take a chance and let's go.
4-7-31 to 4-4-28. Tap down. Good hand pass by Mannix to Tim Mannix. On the left, kicks inside 50, bouncing ball, Meehan's there, overruns it, picked up Nanya. Nanya got pushed in the side, these kicks flew away towards the pocket. Here's Solomez, puts the head down, has an opponent coming right at him. Can he get boot the ball? He can't. Taken on a tackle, squeezes towards full forward. At the Rosebud into the ground. Play might have been taken in a tackle close to the goal line and it goes through from behind. First score since the halfway mark of the second quarter. 4-5-29 to 4-7-31. Back into play. High ball to the half-back line for Rosebud. They've got numbers at the back. Kuipers picks it up and he's taken in a tackle. He's not going anywhere in a hurry. Held up. O'Neill has been one of his team's best today and a candidate for the Rosebud Country Club. VOG. Run up again. Kuipers wins it down. Defensive side is York. He's claimed as well in a standing tackle, going nowhere in a hurry.
This is becoming hard to watch now.
Oh, I'm enjoying it. 2-point lead. Rosebud up. Again, Kuipers gets an open-handed slap towards the boundary. York is there. Low bow defensive side, going back to help out as he has all day. Going close to the boundary. And a good tackle made. See it over the boundary by Tim Mannix.
No, we're not.
And a couple of handball received by Elias, which is what we want to see from both teams. Neil, but breaking down connection inside 50. Final kick on the wing. Near the scoreboard. O'Neill trails Kuipers in and wins it down. Players stripped out of the contest, and it's going to be a free kick to Fletcher Husway.
Move it quickly.
That was frustrating against Elias. Why does Fletcher Husway pull out of a contest? But he was nowhere near. He was on the outside, gets the free kick, kicks on the left, swings it down towards half forward on the outer side. No one can get hold of it. Coming close to the boundary. And eventually goes over the line. Young LaFella kicked an outstanding goal in contention for the GSA goal of the day. Saw it over the boundary for Elias. Good crowd over that outside. They're on fire, aren't they? Thrown back into play, goes close to the boundary. Going out of bounds.
Nothing's changed, it's more of the same.
Except less clean disposals.
Yeah, probably will be, yeah. More strength.
Yep. 2 behinds to 1 in favour of Rosebud, extended their lead from 1 to 2. No goal in the second half yet. Cummings now on the ruck. Little left-handed, delicate tap. Lodebo's there, he's getting a bit frustrated. Ball still on the wing. Comes out to York. On the left, hooks a kick towards the wing. Off hands, taken by Mannix. Feeds a hand pass out now. Through the middle of the ground, Nanya. Kicks to half forward. Solomez is there. He's under pressure. In fact, it was Nanya getting the hand pass out from the Solomez kick. And then he comes in after his hand pass wasn't great. He tackled the player inside 50 and kept it in there. That was terrific. Couldn't get away, Con, who was taken in that tackle. Thrown up at centre half forward. Won by Cumming. Steve Cumming just gets his hands free as he's about to be tackled. Boss taken in a tackle. Right on attacking 50 for Elias. The umpire says I'll throw it up again. I think we're about 12 or 13 ball-ups in this quarter so far, which is only 9 minutes old. 2-point lead. Tap down again. Cleared out of the fence by Downey. Downey kicks to the wing as he won at defensive side. Taken at the back. Under pressure, Mullins. Brilliant tackle placed on him. Holding him up cleverly is Gibson. Game time for Rosebud. And Mullins got it front on and was absolutely taken to turf. A bit like Maynard last night for Collingwood against Neil Bullen, which helped turn that game. That thrilling win by the Pies for 11 in a row. Collingwood supporter right next to me is smiling here. Clenches his fist. Thrown up on the wing. 2-point lead to Rosebud. And Neil comes in. He's given away a free kick. It'll go to Cumming. He was out of the contest there. There's nothing you can do on Neil. Hey? Was it? Yeah, but he was also out of the contest. He realised he had to run and there's no one else there. Cumming kicks inside 50. Great mark taken by Carlin, who continues to take these marks to be candidates for Catapult Sports Mark of the Day. Elects to switch to the outer side, and that is better. York, who's trying to give them some run and some dash and some dare. Mark's at half back. He kicks it down the line again. He's looking for Clark to take the mark. Can't. Off hands. Goes close to the boundary. Who's there? And eventually Clark sees it over the line. On the wing, 2-point lead to Rosebud, 4-7-31, EDS, 4-5-29. 11 minutes gone, third quarter, Jeff will be forward school.
Ball's good there, mate.
Thanks, Sam.
Stoppage.
Lux to it.
Thanks.
Hey, it's a win-win.
Over the young riders.
Make sure you bring it back by
On that wing. Wings it down again.
It's fine.
Crowd in front of us, he's starting to amuse themselves. Just onto his desk. 31-29. Cummings wins it down. Nanscowan gets a hurry kick despite being taken off the footy in a tackle. The ball rolls to the wing on the outer side. Pressure, the intensity from both teams outstanding. The execution probably not at the level both teams would like, but they're certainly having a crack. Rosebud by 2 points. 31-29. Boundary throwing in front of Big Wasps and doing the ruck work. Nanscowan picks it up, kicks through traffic, kicks to half forward. Here's McKenna, gets a hand pass down in close quarters. Here's a chance now for a shot at goal. Taken by Downey towards the goal square. Picked up now, gets a hurry boot to ball by Cummings. Can't get in boot to ball. Was Nanscowan at the very end. He was just outside the goal square. Number of players involved. And it was just a really good defensive effort by EDS to hold up. Yeah, they did.
Desperate stuff by both teams. Fantastic.
And young Fisher got involved too. He came in as a late replacement for Tom Baker. Now off the pack, there's a chance for a shot at goal. And well played by Robert Boss to win the clearance, kick it through traffic and just missed to the right hand side from 25 out. That would have been right in contention for the GSA goal of the day. 4-8-32 to 4-5-29. Mullins back into play now. Which way will he go? He's going to fade out the outer side again. Your favourite side, Neil. Low and flat. And a great mark at the back. Taken by York. He's probably on the side best. In short now to Maguire. Maguire just behind the wing. He switches it again, looking for young Waffle to run onto it. He has to get a hand pass out now. Taken by De Silva. Turns an opponent inside out. Kicks it low and flat to half forward. Great hand pass out to Worsterson from me. An inside 50 shocking kick. That last kick was no good. It was better. And a good intercept mark taken at centre half back by Windsor. Windsor kicks Rosebud, who hold a lead of 3 points to the wing. Big Cummings is there. Fisted down by Meehan. Spills to the back of the pack now. Taken by Punov. Punov off the edge of the boot. Kicks to half forward. Nanscowan can't mark it off against the Mullins. Got it down now to the player who played the punch before Jordan. Feeds a hand pass out now. And well tackled by the youngster Fisher on De Silva, who was crunched in front of our commentary position and also in front of the EDS bench, who are getting frustrated. A trail by 3 points. Up goes Cumming, wins it down again. Here's a chance now for Durbridge. Tried to soccer it out. Nanscowan. Handballs to Tibb. Tibb kicks to a dangerous location. And what a mark. Outstanding mark. Taken at centre half forward. 30 metres out from goal. Candidate for mark of the day for Catapult Sports. And this will give their team the biggest lead of the day. Brilliant mark by Blake Kuipers.
The ball moves quickly in both teams.
Yeah.
Edithvale went out and this left hand side is really good. And this one here, forwards are all going to get in there to him. Let him play.
Here's Kuipers. A couple against Mount Eliza that sit on the line. We started forward a few weeks ago. We first broadcast Rosebud this year. 25 metres out. To make the margin 10 points. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it, the set shots, the pressure, the tension is palpable. 4-9-33 to 4-4-28. So we're 4-9-33 to 4-5-29.
Come back in.
It's going to come back in from the Mullins kick out, you're right.
Coming up down there.
And it comes from Maynard, he kicks it in short. That was much better. So go with the eyes and a good mark to young Fisher.
This one there.
For Tom Baker. That was good footy. Again, didn't give Edie a chance to set up and get the player in front of young Fisher, who led nicely. Left of centre half forward. In front of the centre square. 55 from goal. Give his team a 10-point lead. 15-minute mark of the third quarter. Fisher kicks high towards the teeth of goal, coming up, can't take the mark, off hands. Run out of bounds just as it was rowed by Boss, and he runs out of room for Rosebud boundary throwing.
You just feel as though you crept 10 points in the front. It shouldn't be.
They kicked the goal for over a quarter, PDS, and that really looked like it. Boundary thrown again. Clark had to do the ruck work. Why some height, Clark and Edias. All still inside, defensive 50. They try and stop it outside defensive 50. Handball comes out to Steve Mannix. Did well from Pack originally, and out to Silver. Now to Wack. Handballs out from Durbridge to York. 3 or 4 of them. Kicks down the line again. Good contest running with the flight. Giving away a free kick was Reece Carter. Put his eyes on it. But he's given away the free kick to the player with his headband. It's early days, Giampolo. We'll get the free kick at half-back for Rosebud. Lead by 4 points on the Jeff Wignall Ford scoreboard. Thanks to Harvey Norman, our major sponsor from Frankston. 33 plays 29. No goal yet in this quarter. They were 1 point up at half-time. Rosebud, they kicked 4 behind, 2-1 so far. Kick down the line again. And a good mark taken. At half-back by McGuire. Intercept mark for Edias. Kick is okay. And the handball finds the target, kicks to the forward pocket, and it drags out of bounds again. York took the mark and they're certainly trying to open it up a bit. Edias at the moment. Coming, knocks to the back of the pack, read down Scowen, the hard nut, gets a hurried boot to ball while being playing, but it's centre half back. Followed up again, quick left foot kick by Con towards the wing on the outer side. Boss leads in the race, taken in the tackle, feeds a hand pass at close quarters, kick inside 50. No mark taken by De Silva, may have nearly been interfered with, loose ball. Trying to get after the footy of his young Fisher. For Rosebud, player taken high and plays it down, and we'll go to Rosebud. Chris Baker takes that free kick. He's at left half forward. He'll kick towards Nanscowen. Had it fisted away at the back. Well done, LaFell. Rode nicely by Durbridge. Feeds a hand pass over the back now. Tag gets it. Does well from Mullins. Kicks down the line and being a long way from home. Some experienced names there for Edie. 4 points down. Kicks down the line. Carter takes the mark. Reece Carter at half forward. Wheels back inboard. Looking for Mannix. Tim Mannix can't take the mark. Made a good contest on Reed Nanscowen. Sock it forward again. Cleared by Reed Nanscowen though. And they're out. The mark completed by Gibson on the win for Rosebud. Catch out breath, 18 minutes gone in front of the commentary position. No goal for either team this quarter. Kicks to half forward. And caught one. He caught one from Carlin. Lucky he can get 50 against him. And Boss has been a pretty solid forward today. Mounts on right half forward. 55 from goal. An eagle of about 15 to 20 degrees.
It's opened up this game.
4 points the margin. He'll drive it long. Inside 50. Looking for someone to mark. Fisted down again by Mullins. Steve Mannix receives it. Pops a little pass to his premiership teammate from 2013 to Tag. And marks in front of the change rooms here at Olympic Park. Tag elects to square it up to centre half back, and that's a nice kick. He kept running Mullins. Mullins has got a player able to run on the outer side of the ground. He'll get it to him now, to young Jordan. Jordan kicks down the line. We've got players out. Great punch away. Terrific contest by young Punov. But it's picked up at ground level by Durbridge. Got the hand pass out to De Silva. De Silva was able to break the tackle. Got the hand pass to York. He had the hand pass run down. And trying to get involved was McGuire. And in the end, the umpire says, I'll ball it up. They were nearly out. But the pressure of Rosebud ensured that they just couldn't quite get that last hand pass on the outside. Taken by Nanscowen again. It's been brilliant for Nanscowen. Kick the half forward is good. He finds Kuipers. He kicks long to Cummings. Billy breaks it in. Brings to ground level. Tim. Left foot snap. Bouncing goal. Rosebud get a badly needed one. Gives them a handy break. The biggest lead of the day. He was front square, young Liam Tidd, a candidate for goal of the day for GSA. And they're 5-9-39. And now EDS got work to do, 4-5, 29, 20 gone, third quarter on the Jeff Wignall Ford scoreboard, servicing the Peninsula since 1979. Parry and thrust, Neil.
All of a sudden it's opened up, there's handball receives, play on whenever both teams are they can, it's right up, and now we're going to go, take a while to get there, but we're going to go.
First 12 minutes were pretty
Just average.
forgetful. I think even worse than that. In the middle of the ground, or forgettable really. Here's a chance now for Steve Maddox. Reed Nanskow's been placed the best on the ground, especially in this quarter for the Rosebud Country Club. And young Mpnfl got involved as well. He's been handy too on the wing. Buried and tackled, thrown up on the wing. Getting up high is O'Neill. Good play by McKenna. Kicks Rosebud half. Doing a great mark running with the flight by Mullins. That'll be mark of the day. At ground level, the hand pass came out to Fletcher. Huswaite back inside 50. Underneath it was Big coming. Hit the back down Scow. And Clark, well, he jumped over and hurdled him and got into his head and back. But it was accidental. I don't think it would have been a free kick. It would have been an unlucky one. And it'll be a boundary throw. Good play by Gibson too. His front square work on the wing here was excellent for Rosebud. The last couple, 10-point lead, 39 to 29. 21 minutes gone, boundary throwing, deep into attack, Cumming knocks it down, here's a chance for Clark, he paddles it out, Cumming a hand pass towards Nanskow, and can he keep it alive, Jai? No, he can't. And pursuing him, but it's out of bounds, it's still deep into attack.
They are taking a little bit right.
It's Carlton, they are at the moment.
Set up well behind the ball too.
Make it hard for, they just cannot score. They've got one behind since the halfway mark in the second quarter. And they're led by 7 points, EDS. It's been their issue this year, long periods of not scoring anything. Knocked down by Edmund again, overrunning at the Rosebud forwards. Picked up though by Downey. Downey snaps across the face and he squeezes it in from behind. Left-hand side at the northern end, or playground end of the ground. Lead out to 11 points on the Jeff Wignall Ford scoreboard, 5-10-40, 4-5-29. Mullins has been played against Sam Humphrey Bogart. He will decide to change his mind. And he launches long to the wing on the broadcast side. Neil. Up goes O'Neill. He can't take the mark. Off hands. They've got numbers again. Picked up by Windsor. Driving kick inside 50. A bouncing ball. Goes to the goal line. Does it get there? No. It's run through by Maguire. Maguire was having trouble finding it. He's getting away from him and he managed to escort it through. Margin out to 12 points. Close to three-quarter time. Kicks to York. Can't take the mark. Off hands to Durbridge. Feeds a hand pass out defensively. They get it down the outer side through LaFell. Not a great kick. And unfortunately out of bounds on the wing.
Come alive though, come alive.
11-41 to 4-5-29. They've got to find a way home here. EDS, Rosebud have done well. When they were 7 points down.
They're having trouble across half forward.
Kick 2-8. Oh yeah, they just can't get a pass. You're right, they're getting players behind the footy ready to well do. Durbridge does well. No he doesn't. He got taken late in a tackle and his disposal was seen as not legal. Steve Mannix was about to pounce and he's off to the races. Liam McKenna with that big body, tackled hard. He pops a kick to half forward. Baker there. Handball's out now towards Maynard. Maynard kicks towards half forward. Picked up now by Boss, who's been very, very creative. Gets it to Reed Nanskow and kicks back inside 50. Puts him under pressure. Cumming is there. Handball came out. Stopped by De Silva just outside the 10-metre goal square for EDS. And he handballs cleverly to the boundary line. Maguire picks it up. No, not in time. It's out of bounds. And he's scrubbing and kicked to clear defensive 50.
All of a sudden, a small forward row. They're all moving. They're all hunting. Let's another 4 or 5 minutes. Let's see it. Let's see it finish.
Paul McCormack's getting a bit frustrated. You can see him down there. Boundary throwing. Clark, nice little punch down. Bursting his way through to Silva. They've been shoving the back against Maynard. Lobo's been quite the scorer. He receives, he kicks to the wing and the mark taken by Tim Mannix. Feeds a hand pass. It almost wasn't taken cleanly by Durbridge, which was behind him. And he made it look better, although the kick wasn't great. And he goes close to the boundary. And free kick down the ground. He's taken down the ground. So free kick now to Soliamez has been quiet again today. The small forward plays some games with Williamstown. Kicks long inside 50. Almost a mark in front of Meehan. The almost man's name, Mr. Meehan. Couldn't quite bring it to ground. Did very well to keep it inside attacking 50 though as a player's taken an attack and is going to be holding the ball. Not sure about that. Young Williams, very unlucky there for Rosebud. Didn't think he could get rid of that. It will be a free kick. Where's it going? Who's going to take it? Right on 3/4 time. There's the siren. 55 metres out. He kicks the one at goal and he kicks it behind.
One against the flow.
Charlie Martello, yes. Just their second score since the halfway mark of the second quarter, their second score of the third term. As Rosebud, well, they dominated. They managed to kick 1 goal 6 and open up an 11-point lead. 5-11-40 every contest here. That's what he said. Last quarter for Harvey Norman, 11-point lead to Rosebud. EDS haven't kicked a goal since the second quarter. Watterson moves it down and there'll be a secondary ball up as Durbridge lays a tackle on the man that won the clearance in Sean Downey of Rosebud. Thrown up again. Kuiper's lost his man, gets a fist out, Mannix is there, York gets the hand pass, missed, taken by Boss, he's played a really good game today, kicks to half forward again, no mark taken, should have been taken, Carlin there at ground level, pumps the hand pass out now for EDS, ball's on the deck, both teams work very, very hard to hold it up, and the umpire says it'll be thrown up once more. Mark Mullins involved in that contest there for EDS. Yeah, Kuipers has done well, I reckon, in the ruck, as McKenna tried to win the clearance from the Kuipers tap, and a big pack forming around him, it'll be thrown up again. 5-11-41, 4-6-30. Tight games everywhere from Mornington, Timber and Decking as well. Big upset brewing in second division between Crib Point and Devon Meadows. We'll keep you posted in the last quarter. Comes out to Steve Mannix, kicks to brother Tim, who takes the mark on the wing. One of the great warriors, two of the great warriors of the competition, kicks to an open forward line. What an outstanding mark. The Catapult Sports getting back and taking a great mark, Matt Baker. Reliable defender. Elects to get the hand pass off now to Windsor. Windsor kicks to McKenna, who takes the mark. He's got a player on the out. Who's running for him? It's Mitch Dempster. Dempster's running. He feeds a hand pass over the top to Giampolo. Gets the hand pass out now towards Williams. Over the top again, a long hand pass to Dempster. Dempster kicks down the line. Too long for Cummings. Spills to the back. Mullins mops up for EDS. Gets the hand pass to the Silver. Taken down to the tackle. He got one high. Might have been a bit lucky. He was run down. It was 50-50. There was one though that went against him earlier that was 50-50 2-0. So a bit unlucky then Robert Boss, who's that defensive forward, has been magnificent today.
Yes, come in. He might be Jason Cox. He runs over a lot, doesn't he?
He does. Here's to Silver. Kicks it in short. Right option. Marked by Nanyas, and had a huge influence. Jeff Saru's grandson. He kicks down the line again. Can't quite find Martello. Skids it forward. Going to be thrown in front of the wing.
Nick rolls one back at
41-30. Goalless since the halfway mark of the second quarter. EDS to the back. Kuipers couldn't take it cleanly. Attacking side of the wing. Chris Baker's there with that huge body. Holds it up for Rosebud, the former Mornington player. Right with him is Campbell Lack of EDS. Thrown up. Knocked down. Steve Mannix at the drop, as he has been throughout a stellar career. He has been he just puts that nose over the footy deal, doesn't he? Thrown up once more. Impeded a bit as Watterson, who wins it down for the Eagles. There's Steve Mannix at ground level, tries to get a hand pass out. This is the target of Durbridge. Picked up by Reednatscow and kick run down again. Charging out at Mannix. How good was that to win a contest? Maguire gets the hand pass out to Silver. Couldn't take it cleanly. He was accosted, pushed in the side, going close to the boundary. Was Gibson. It's kept alive though. Taken again. The kick smothered though for Rosebud. Spills back to Durbridge. Durbridge handballs, puts his teammate under pressure. Close to the boundary to Silver. They're mucking around with it. Jordan was involved too. Kicks down the line. Lonergan O'Neill shoved in the back. York out the back. Jim Polo with him does well. Keeps the line of the footy. Handballs out to Downey. Downey handballs to Windsor. Gets another little give by hand to McKenna. Kicks off the side of the boot. Slips snap for Dempster. Shrugs the tackle in the middle of the ground. Tumbles inside 50. No mark taken. Players collide left, right and centre. Handball comes out to the wing. Cummings puts it along the curve and might have buried Edithvale-Aspendale Edithvale in First Division. What a goal that was.
Bravery on there at centre half forward, isn't it?
Outstanding work.
You can have a little spell that one.
I think it might have been Blake
It
Kuipers.
was outstanding.
It was. Yeah, goal assist. It was bang and crash and big coming. Now he's going to have to go to the ruck, but they've got a buffer of 17 points, 6-11-47 to 4-6-30 as Fisher comes on for Kuipers. That was a really good contest. That's what footy's all about for both teams. I don't think Edie did a lot wrong, but it was just the fact that Rosebud got it forward. They just can't get decent footy, Edie. One now by Baker. One of the big balls out of the middle is kicked over, turned over. York though couldn't hang on to the mark. And once again, Edithvale-Aspendale goes in holding the ball, free kick. In fact, it's Williams who's away the free kick. Get it wide now to Nanya. Nanya looking to drive his team long. Inside 50. Can't take the mark. Sogam's in the middle of the pack. Comes out to Tim Mannix. But again at the back they've got numbers. Cleared by Connor's been solid across half back and over the bars. Kicks to the wing. Good tackle laid there by Act to make it a 50-50 ball. York's there as well. And again Rosebud hold it up, lead by 17 points on the Edithvale forward scoreboard. Cummings has kicked a couple. Right back into play. Loose ball, whacked on again. By Downey. Remember, Nick Gill getting up the coaching job at the end of the year. Will he want to coach at his team at Rosebud in First Division or Second Division? I'm not saying that Eddie can't win the last two games they lose today, but form I will tell you they probably can't. Snapped down road by Steve Mannix again. Runs away from the contest, has a bounce, wobbles the kick inside 50. Loose ball, good play Jim Pollard and knock it off. Tim Shaw goes nowhere. Soyamez has taken a tackle. He beats one, he beats two. He loves a goal on the left. Aaron Soyamez keeps his team in the contest. That's what he's there for to finish. And they badly needed that. It's been nearly 2 quarters since they've kicked a goal. And he's right in the mix for the goal of the day for Grey City against Australia. He did well. He's got a big body on him. He managed to break out of the tackle with City on the left. And that's
What have we got now? Points.
6-11-47 to 5-6-36 on the Edithvale forward scoreboard. Cummings wins it down. Here's Edithvale again. Steve Mannix is there, well free kick. Gets the hand pass out now to Tag. Tag will drive his team inside 50. Dempster's there, can't mark it. At the back, taken at a tackle, should be holding the ball, will be. Unfortunate for O'Neill. It was a wonderful tackle placed on him by Big Matt Baker, and he couldn't distribute the football legally, and he's been knocked off for holding the ball or throwing the ball. Big Matt Baker kicks towards the wing. Up goes Cumming. Fisted down by Waterston. Tag shoved into it. Turns will take a free kick attack inside of the wing. Already getting some momentum. He delivers inside 50. Lopo uses that big frame to take the mark. And he's a handy player to bring forward, isn't he?
I didn't just. You take your body in front of your arms up, there's a chance of dropping them or
arch the back and put the backside out, didn't you? That's an excellent mark, isn't it? For a little bloke. Isn't he? Muscly.
Like you and your 8, ain't it?
Oh, absolutely not. This will cut the margin to 5 points. Right at half forward. 11 points the lead. He runs around. He's looking to kick, and in his endeavours to try and get the accuracy, he's missed it. Right hand side margin, 10 points. McMahon runs around the boundary. 5-7-37, 6-11-47, 10-point lead for Rosebud. A thriller here on the Edithvale forward scoreboard. Pond to inbound now for Rosebud. Heads to the outer side of the ground. Good looking kick. No mark taken off. Hands again. Comes out from the foul, but York was out of bounds. Or the foul was out of bounds when he actually gave that by hand to York. And he has to away again. Yeah, they're starting to, aren't they? Contest by contest. Remember, that's what the coach wanted, Neil.
He's getting it now.
10-point lead. 8 minutes play. Nick's goal vital. Quick hand pass comes out again. DDS. Mannix involved. York as well. Swings a kick inside 50. Dempster at the back. Taking in a tackle. Can't get rid of it. It shouldn't be holding the ball. The umpire said no. No prior opportunity.
There was no intent to get rid of the ball, but it would have been hard to play against.
Solimez doing some good forward work. O'Neill knocks it down. Comes back down to McGuire. He paddles to the boundary. Tigers has recovered from that clash when he set up that goal for Cummings. He did well to trail him in and put some physical pressure on him towards the boundary between wing and half forward. 47 plays 37 on the Jeff Wiggman Ford scoreboard. Since in the Peninsula since 1979. Boundary throwing. Tigers is there. Free kick out of the ruck. Which way's he going? Going to Elias. Lovely game of O'Neill. Lowers the eyes. Inside 50. Whack away was good by Baker at the drop. Guess who? Guess who? Mr. Mannix. Contention for the BOG. Knocked down by Kuipers again. Balls at half forward. Durbridge loses control at the tackle. On attacking 50. Trying to burst forward. Loose ball spinning around. LaFell lays a very good tackle to keep it inside. Attacking 50 to the jaw. Rosebud couldn't extricate. It was Mitch Dempster, the player that was taking the ground in the tackle. The Rosebud thrown up again. 47 plays 37. I'll see Narry Warren was the first game of the season last week in the Overeast. Down again is Mannix, winning everything. Handballs out now to the Silver. Has to get rid of it in a hurry. Got confronted by opponents. Picked up by Mannix once more. High ball inside 50. Tag underneath it. Can't take the mark. Margin 10 points. Tackle laid. Should really be holding the ball, but he was gobbled up in the tackle. Con by Martello. And they're getting a lot of inside 50s. Well, almost. Because you think if Rosebud get it, it'll give them enough of a break. Then he get it. There's Mannix again, your man. How good has he been? Handball's out now to Maguire. Maguire kicks high off the side of the boot and does it get through from behind? No, it squeezes out for out of bounds on the foot. How good has Mannix been in the last quarter?
He's got to touch the foot. It's not the last quarter, but overall, he's been unbelievable. He's getting better as the game goes on. He's an old bloke, isn't he?
He's playing on McKenna. And he's actually getting plenty of it. Back into play, half-back flank for Rosebud, getting up, trying to make a mark. He's hurt himself, O'Neill, to Silver off hands, back inside 50, almost a good mark there to Fletcher Husway to kick it back into play. And O'Neill gets up limping, but they've got another opportunity deep into attack 20 metres around. 47 to 37, only one behind in the third quarter. But they fought back well with the wind in the last. They've only got one goal so far. This quarter's elapsed by 12 minutes so far. On the Jeff Wiggman Ford scoreboard for Harvey Norman, our major sponsor. Knocked down by Kuipers to the front of the pack. Chance for Lopo. Can he pick it up? Under pressure. Wanted a handball to tag. It'll be holding the ball. He got taken. He thought about handballing. Just as he was about to, he got dragged down in the tackle. Giampolo will take the free kick in the back pocket.
Let's see if they're going to be brave here. He's going to go down the ground.
47 to 37. Chris Giampolo. They're not sure what to do at the moment, Rosebud. They're under the pump. Giampolo will hug the boundary line. Kuipers is there. In front, Carlin. Off hands to Silver. Kicks it back inside 50. Bouncing ball. Who's there? No one. Handball over the top. Here's Lopo again. Can he keep it alive? He can't. He got that threading hand pass from Nanya. It was a beautiful hand pass. And he got absolutely crunched there, Lopo, as he tried to get boot to ball, but he was sort of off balance near the behind post, and it's off hands from behind. 9-point lead, 47 to 38, Jeff Wiggman Ford scoreboard. Back into play, Con. Favours the half-back line. In front, can't take the mark, Punov. It was a fumble by Young Waffle. He does well in the end. Get the hand pass to Jordan. Hand pass out to Durbridge, had a good quarter. High up and under kick. No mark taken. Off hands, Lopo's there. Also waiting for the footy, but seeing it over the boundary is Solimez, who's started to have an influence in the last quarter after kicking that great goal. The Rosebud cut it to, got it out to 16 points.
How long did this defence hold up for?
13 minutes gone. 9-point lead. 47 to 38. Thrilling finish here. Boundary thrown again. Kuipers the knockdown. De Silva can't take it. Mannix puts the body on the line again. Steve Mannix, how good is he? And again, they'll get another look at it inside 50. He has been outstanding. He's got boss on him now. Tapped down by Kuipers, overrunning at Durbridge, who lays the tackle on Kuipers. It might have lingered for a while, and it's run over the boundary by Solomez. Elias just outside, attacking 50.
It's not going to be a super long quarter either, so...
One goal apiece, 14 minutes gone, 47 to 38. The only win that Rosebud have had this year by 5 points over Red Hill at round 11. Boundary throw and Kuipers the tap down. Running by Durbridge, lost it. Taken by Sean Downey, picked his pocket. Downey has the kick smothered. Well done to Silver. Ricochets it off now towards Maguire. Can't mark it, Meehan. Taken high, Lobo. Taken high, Lobo. He was behind his man, couldn't mark it. Lobo was there. And he's going to get the free kick for a shot at goal. 25 metres out. And you would think he'll kick this deal.
You'd like to think a small forward would nail this, but it's extenuating circumstances now. This is a relegation. I reckon that he kicks this thing.
Do you think so?
And they got all the momentum.
And if they win, Steve Mannix is BOG.
Oh, he's BOG.
Here he is, he kicks through the footy, he's got it! They've kicked the last two, they've kicked the last couple. 6-8-44, my man right next to me, he's pretty excited. Mark in the corner, who's Rosebud's trainer, not so excited, but Rosebud's timekeeper, one of the greats of the Mpnfl. He's not so excited, but 6-11-47, Rosebud's still in front. Last two goals to EDS, 6-8-44, and we've played 15 minutes in the final quarter on the Jeff Wignall forward scoreboard. Wow.
Yeah,
Good game of footy, Neil.
It's a cracker now.
Thrown up in the middle. Mistiming his leap is Cummings. Chance there for Nance Cowan. Held up by Ack. And in fact it was Boss that had it. He's playing on Steve Mannix now. Tapped down by Cumming again. Played against Sam as Boss. Receives it once more. 47 to 44. They've kicked the last two. EDS. Good play by Cumming, but once more, EDS are over road at best. I love the game of Durbridge in the last quarter too. One by Cumming, threads a hand pass out, but that's going nowhere in a hurry. Unfortunately, Boss 3 times has received it. 3 times he's been claimed. Steve Cumming again wins it down. Quick hand pass from Nenscow and from Boss. Kicks the half forward, but a good defensive mark taken. They've got to get going now. It's taken by young Jordan. Jordan kicks to a one-on-one contest. Still wing on the outer side. York should have taken the mark. Good play by Maynard. Tries to get the hand pass out, and eventually they hold it up on the wing.
Just going to be a half chance now, isn't it? Create something. One of those little half chance opportunities.
Coming. 9 minutes remaining. Steve Mannix hanging around again. Can't get the footy. Going to be a free kick. Player taking on the tackle. They're winning all the free kicks in the 50-50s at the moment. And here's Nanya. He kicks down the line towards the wing. It's strong mark now to Carter, the basketballer. Kicks inside. 50! Almost a big mark. Not quite taken. Off hands. Arriving late now is Dempster, close to the boundary. He breaks the tackle. He skims it along the turf. Intercepted though by York, who's played that side of the ground brilliantly today. And his kick is intercepted at half-back by Huswaite. Huswaite goes across the face. And he finds Windsor in short now. To Gibson. Gibson kicks Rosebud down the line again. Sean Downey lands awkwardly. Marks just behind the wing. An opportunity goes begging for EDS. They're 3 points in arrears, 47 to 44. Downey gets him inside 50. Clark the fist, the umpire said he was over the shoulder. Over the shoulder. Free kick will go Kuiper's way. And the left half forward, inside 50, and Big Cumming is in the goal square. He'll go down to him. Will he get to him? Get him off. Oh, he's dropped the pudding. He's dropped the pudding. It's kept alive by McKenna. Gets the hand pass out, but they've turned it over. That could be the moment. And in the end, it's thrown on the boot. It might go out of bounds on the falls and bounce in. It's out of bounds.
Plenty of time.
Mullins was the player, just threw that on the boot and it landed safely. Boundary throw in front of the Rosebud coach's box. Half forward for them at the Rosebud end. 47 to 44.
Cumming is a tired boy.
Thrown back into play. First game of the season for Cumming. Beats Clark. Handballs now to Boss. Boss handballs to Nance Cowan. Nance Cowan kicks long towards full forward. Yeah! Goal square! They do it contested mark for Catapult Sports and they get one. They just had to win a stoppage. And they do. It's John Anscowan has taken the mark.
They've had very little opportunity. In fact, this is probably their first shot at goal this quarter.
No, well, come and kick that goal off the pack.
Oh, he did too. Yes. It's been very starved first opportunity down there.
Back to 9 points. Anscowan kicks the goal and they get a bit of breathing space. Still plenty of time left if they're good enough. 18 gone, final quarter. Parry and thrust. 7-11-53, 2 goals apiece. EDS 6-8-44 on the Jeff Wignall Ford scoreboard. Almost a 12-point turnaround. There was a chance for a big mark down on the forward line there for EDS. They couldn't quite score. It's nearly stuck.
Coming again in the ruck, he took out of the ruck. Had the confidence to the hand.
Nearly 20 minutes gone. Reed Anscowan has been one of the best on the ground today too for Rosebud Country Club as well. Thrown up in the middle. Waterston leans in. Boss has had an outstanding quarter. Wins another clearance. He wobbles a kick inside 50 for Rosebud. To the Rosebud end. They attack it hard and it goes out of bounds at half forward. Not able to get proper possession. Sean Downey was leading in the race. McKenna as well has gone forward. Like Lopo's gone forward for EDS. Probably going to back on the ball soon. 9 points down, the third quarter might cost them dearly. They've been pretty good today, EDS of Rosebud. Waterston, the tap. Good hand pass from the contest, Nanya. Steve Banks again. Kicks towards the middle of the ground. Carter can't take the mark. Meehan's there. He's wrong side. Durbridge overruns it. Going in hard, maybe taking it out the footy. Debster. Meehan's there once again. Trying to get rid of it. The umpire said no, he couldn't. He was about to dish it off by hand and was dragged back in the tackle. In fact, it was Reece Carter and it'll be thrown up at centre half forward. 9-point lead to Rosebud. Jeff Wignall Ford scoreboard. Tap down again. Durbridge had a great last quarter. Worried out of it. Picked up by Tid. Tid kicks towards half forward with a spiral punch for Rosebud. Leading in the race. Well played, young Waffles. Done okay again. Kicked an important goal in his second game. The under-19 player for EDS. Goes close to the boundary. One-on-one out there. And in the end, Rosebud get the cavalry and get the reinforcements. They kick down the line, but Hugo Clark will intercept just behind the wing. Clark will kick into the middle of the ground. He's got a target there. Nanya takes the mark. They've been better on the switch, haven't they? He'll feed a hand pass off now to De Silva. De Silva at half back. Kicks it low and flat. Meehan up again. It's been almost all day. Can't take the mark. 1 and 2 against Silliamez. He tried to crumb it. Then he does lob a lane tackle on Gibson, who's been pretty handy as well for Rosebud, attacking side of the wing. 22 minutes gone. 9-point lead to Rosebud. Coming the tap at the road, Silliamez through traffic. Got the hand pass out. Kick inside 50 by Ack and a great mark taken. Excellent mark. They've got to kick this one. That's a great mark. Contested mark for Catapult Sports for Mpnfl. Yep, just under.
Plenty of time.
Right of centre half forward to cut the margin to 3 points. 3 goals to 2 for the quarter. Meehan for his second goal today. Been a captivating match. Meehan kicks, but he has missed it and it slews away from behind. Margin 8 points. 6-9-45 to 7-11-53. 11 points with the margin at 3/4 time. 1 point favour of Rosebud at half time. EDS in front at quarter time. Baker's going to kick to the outer side. Here's his ring instructions. Puts the ball on the turf and he's going to play on. Kick him long and high and it's going to be a free kick. Free kick off the play. It'll go to EDS at half forward. High kick. Back inside 50. Who's going to mark? No one can. And unfortunately Lopo, who was seeing it get very, very deep in the goal square, but it was very good defence by young Fisher to handball through from behind.
It wasn't the top of the goal. Shallow, gave very little opportunity.
Just needed a bit more, didn't it?
It did.
7 points, 53 to 46. Baker again needs to kick it better. He will kick it long and high. Plenty of distance on the kick, hugging the boundary. Oh, that's a great mark for Catapult Sports. And that is by the young fella Punov. Logan Punov takes the mark at half back.
One of his mates.
Yeah. He's on the left, hoists it down the line, hugging the boundary on the outer side. Clark up, can't take the mark, man, it's at the drop. Got the hand pass out to Jordan. Also got the hand pass out again and they turn it over. There might be a free kick, there might have been a free kick going Nolan's way. as he kicked to the wing. Turned over by Rosebud on the wing on the other side. Through McKenna, but he's kicked that out of bounds on the full. 24 minutes gone. 7:11:53. 6:10:46 Edithvale-Aspendale. They need 2 goals to win the game. We'll go around the ground shortly for Mornington Timber and Decking, but we'll concentrate on this. A lot of close games at 3/4 time in First Division. There was a big upset brewing. Crib Point looking for their second win. Seem to have Devon Meadows measure at Devon Meadows.
Meadows are coming back here.
Keep an eye on that. Mullins with the footy will drive it line flat towards half forward again. Not able to take the mark. Steve Mannix is there. He overruns it for the first time today. His front square work in this last quarter in particular at the coalface has been amazing. It's a boundary throw. 53 plays 46. Some inability to score in the third quarter might cost Edithvale. Time running out for them. Deep in the time on in the final quarter. Boundary throw-in. Cumming wins it down. Crashing in is young Jordan for Edithvale. Also there at the foot of the pack on the edge of the contest is Nanya of Edithvale-Aspendale. Coming up with the footy McKenna of Rosebud. Edmund wins it down, beats Waterson. Working hard.
We've got to give them space here now if they want it out. They want it out, they don't want it.
He's had an outstanding quarter too. The Rosebud Country Club, Robert Moss. Waterson knocks it down now. Here's Regnance down. He dives hard on the footy. He's got to be holding the ball. Definitely holding the ball. I mean, he's unlucky because he made the play, but then he was sitting on it and couldn't get rid of it. Kick inside 50, and Lopo takes the mark from the kick from Nanya. He plays on quickly. Kick is partially smothered. Ricochets to York. Can't take it cleanly. That could be the winning moment. And out of defence goes Tid. Gets the hand pass off. Clearing kick will go to the boundary and out of bounds on the full. Nanya again. 7-point lead. Looking to lob it long. Inside 50. They need a mark. Clark's gone forward to try and give them that target as well, and Rosebud hold it up at the foot of the pack. 30 from goal, 46 plays 53, 26 and a half minutes gone.
1 minute left.
On the Jeff Wignall Ford scoreboard, they need 2 goals to win the game, or 1 goal, 1 to draw it. And remember, you've got a better percentage. And again, it's lived inside the attacking 50. Every player is inside the attacking 50. Yep. Knocked down again. Good tackling by Charlie Martello. Didn't allow Rosebud to clear. Hacked out of mid-air by Regnance Scowen towards the wing on the outer side. Able to beat a couple of opponents. Keep his footing. Was Maynard as must get it in quickly. Lothal kicks it high. Back inside 50. They need a mark. Have they got one? There's a mark! There's a mark! It's been taken. Got to go back and have a shot at goal here.
Should kick this.
Got all day, mate. Take your time.
Nick Carlin has gone forward. Nick Carlin. 1 minute. Left of centre half forward. This to cut the margin to 1 point. Carlin kicks through the footy. He's missed it. 1 goal to win the game. 6:11:47. Rosebud will be told now. They've got a minute to go. They've got a man up, Edithvale. 7:11:53 to 6:11:47. 2 goals apiece. Look at the big whale. He's prancing around. He's nervous. He knows that his team might be able to stay up and have a new coach next year and be in First Division if they can hang on. It's under a minute now. Ball's at half forward on the outer side. The umpire's going to ball it up. There's not much time left now. Free kick off the pack. They'll get a free kick here. Can they level the scores? They'll get it 50 metres. 50 metres from the free kick. It'll go to the scores will be level. This will be draw. This will be a draw. Free kick.
What a dog.
Oh no.
Carlin kicks the goal. Scores are level. Scores are level. 33 seconds left. 7:11:53 apiece. Not sure what the free kick was for. This is what Nick Jewell told his team not to do, and that is now off and give away a 50-metre penalty, and it might cost them a spot in First Division next year.
We spoke about this one. That is a draw effect. You're going to be relegated on percentage.
Correct. 29 minutes gone.
30 seconds
The
left.
clock has stopped. The boys press the clock now. We're underway. Cumming wins it down. One last chance. Trying to rush through Downey. Over the top to Baker. Magnificent smother by Mullins. What a good player he's been. Kicks it high. 20 seconds to go. Nearly a good mark to Giampolo. They've got it at the back. Taken. High ball now by McKenna. Kicks inside 50. Big strong mark. They've got one last chance. They've got to go. Looking to play on. Player under pressure. That was Mano. Taken on the siren. They lost the game and kick after the siren last week. They're going to win with a kick after the siren today. Can you believe it? What a game of footy.
He's got to kick it there. He must kick a score. Keep them in the competition for next week. Any score keeps him in Division 1 2020.
Young Williams. Any score will do. 25 metres out. On the left. Kick the goal again. Yes. Maybe relegated. What a game of footy, and the crowd, I won't use an old saying from 3AJ Hamilton many years ago, are coming from everywhere. Rosebud, kick after the siren. Young Jared Williams kicks the goal. They've won a game of footy that was for the ages. 8-11-59. EDS 7-11-53. Look at the Rosebud players and look at the EDS players. You can just tell what a game of footy means. You can't tell me that it's all fun and giggles a game of footy.
And Dan, I don't know who can play 50, but I reckon Nick's batting at the back a little bit. What a thing.
Enjoy it.
What a thing. The second half. They look like two different people. Mind you, they got some work with it. They're missing it. What unbelievable. The young man who kicked that goal scored, and he scored the one. What a moment. What a moment.
Well, they just had to get it inside 50 as quickly as they could, and I don't know what Eddie was doing with those. Did they panic? Did they not have to play in the right position? It's one of those things.
It comes out, I mean, you're in set positions, it comes out quickly. And the fellow who might set the half forward moved it on quickly to the right. Who kicked that goal?
Jared Williams.
Williams was unattended. Yeah, unattended. You know, 30 minutes out directly. So probably some concentration. There's not long to go. That's what happens.
Well, it was 8-11-59 to 7-11-53. The Jeff Woodman forward scored. What I enjoyed it. It was sensational.